Hello. In order to not be labeled as the person who is always naked on the internet, I decided to wear clothes today. And we're going to talk about the benefits of staying in your motherfucking lane. So, I just watched a video of a girl talking about how her friend, so it's a TikTok girl, who she got a promotion at her job, and then she told her friends, and then like her friends were like, we should go out and celebrate. I'm gonna put the clip in. It's like a 1 minute 5-second clip.
This girl on TikTok told her friends that she got promoted, and they said to her, let's go to dinner to celebrate. So the girl went to the toilet, and one of the friends on the table put something in her drink to poison her.
No, Joyce, no.
Now, as she was coming out of the toilet, there was a guy that had walked past their table and had seen her drop the drink. So the guy said, hey, don't drink that drink that they put on the table because I saw them put something in the drink. So the girl went back to the table and she said, I'm not drinking it. Obviously, but she did it in a style like someone didn't just tell her. She goes, no, you should drink it. We're celebrating. Come on, girl, have a cocktail, babe. And she was like, I'm not drinking it. In fact, you drink it. So she now tried to make the girl to drink the drink. She goes, no, I'm not drinking it. Then the girl now confessed, yeah, you always get all the opportunities. Yeah, put something in your motherfucking drink. You're always banging. You always think you're too nice. You always think you're, I said, Bobo clad, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, blood.
Where the girl tells the story. And it's like, I've also seen other stories of, women being friends with other women and then ending up with acid burns and shit. Like, and to me, it's just crazy. Like, imagine having a friend and that friend is just low-key jealous of you and willing to do these kinds of things. It's like, how can you call that person your friend? Like, I've heard so many stories, and I'm not even gonna hold you, about African girls. Even the clip that I just played, that girl is, I think she's Nigerian, living in London, and it's like a lot of girls are like that, just like low-key jealous. Like, I've hung out with Nigerian girls, Ghanaian girls. Like, it's just like a lot of jealousy. Like, maybe it's like, it's not with all women. I mean, in the Western world, like, you don't really see a lot of those things happening between, like, I don't know, like white women. Like, certain women just don't do these things. I feel like the only reason why you would go out of your way to like burn someone with acid and those type of things is because you've heard of it, you've seen it happen, and you're like, okay, well, I might as well because I'm jealous of this girl. But this is where stay in your lane comes in. Like, you can't be mad at someone for leveling up and like being great in life just by working hard and doing like what they're good at. You know what I mean? And that's like why it's so important, I feel like, to have friends that are different than you. Like me, my friends are guys. Like, my best friend is a guy, like, because we're different. Like, you're gonna be doing your thing, I'm gonna be doing my thing, and when we meet up, we're gonna talk about like the things that we've been doing. So it's not a thing where like there's any competition, like, ever. Like, I don't get it. Like, people need to sit down with themselves. You need to sit with yourself and realize that, well, maybe I'm good at doing hair, but my friend, like, she's so good with computers. You know what I mean? Like, that's where difference comes in. Like, even sometimes I watch like interracial relationships and I don't really know why I'm going here. I was thinking about that today, like Asian, and like I saw this video of an Asian and a black woman, I think in Korea, and they had kids together.
Yeah, you guys are a beautiful family. Your kids are amazing. Can you briefly tell me, like, how you guys met and how long have you guys been married for?
Oh gosh, I'll tell the story. It's kind of an interesting story, but basically when I first came to Korea, I came for the second time in 2018, and I was at a bar near my house, actually. I was ordering a drink, and there was an older guy at the bar. He was like in his 60s, but for some reason he spoke fluent English. And he asked me how old I was, and he asked me if I was interested in somebody that he knew. So I got set up on a blind date by a stranger. Yep. That's basically how it happened, yeah. So his name was Mr. Lee, and he ended up being his supervisor from the past. Yeah, and so I just got set up that way.
Did Mr. Lee, like show you his photo beforehand?
I feel like when you see stuff like that, it's so beautiful. Like when two people that are, totally different can come together and live in like a harmonious, beautiful, like trusting relationship. So yeah, that's my take on that. Like people, you always find like when people are similar, it's like two barbers on the same street. The likeliness of them being friends rather than rivals is just, it's not a thing. So that's why, like I say, like when you're in a certain business, when you're doing a certain thing, don't be making friends with people that do the same thing as you. You could be acquaintances where it's like you talk about business, you talk to each other, and like you share what you've been doing, what you have done to like make your business successful and stuff. But don't be making friends with people that do the same shit as you, because they gonna fuck you up. I've personally had like people, men, so even though I said like my best friend is a guy, like guys will low-key be jealous of you too. Like they see that like, oh, she's balling. Like I remember last year I had a roommate who, he was Nigerian. Again, like I said, like there's a lot of just enviness sometimes in certain cultures. I just know about like the ones that I mentioned, okay? So I don't want anyone to be like, oh, you're running down these people and blah blah. Nope, this is just from experience in terms of what I've seen, in terms of stories. And like even like there was one I watched that terrified me. It was like a black woman. It's always like, I'm a black woman, so it's just natural for me to see those on my timeline as opposed to like anything else. So if you know of others, feel free to share. But I feel like it's just a common thing, like when people that are just like hateful and evil spirited do shit like that. And then I lose my train of thought. But yeah, that roommate, like there was one time last year I went to see my mom, and when I came back, this guy was just constantly bothering me because we had to like share the same bathroom. This guy was throwing my shit on the ground trying to get attention. Like I feel like certain things you just don't do, because if you want to talk to me, am I going to eat you? We live in the same house. All you gotta be like, oh, can I talk to you for a minute? But there were reasons why, so maybe I should not have made that an example. But anyways, staying in your lane is just like, I'm pretty. I'm not skinny, so I'm working on that. But I'm a pretty girl. I'm very intelligent. I'm very curious, and so I'm able to like analyze things very quickly. I'm able to like see things. Like I could catch a vibe like with people. I don't let people in to my life and be telling them too much things about me unless I feel like I could trust you. Like I keep my distance when it comes to certain people because I've learned to do that. I stay in my lane and I do what I'm good at. I like doing my nails. I like taking care of my hair. I like doing my lashes. Like, those are my advantages. The fact that I have a pretty face and I can come on here and I could talk and people are going to listen to me, and I create a community in this way for myself. Whatever it is that I'm good at, like I have stories that I could share in terms of giving people advice, and I share them. There are skills that I have. Like I said, I like to do things, nails, hair, like, so that's my outsider's advantage, or there's a name for it. My unfair advantage, it's just life. Like I be on here and I love pretty girls, like, so I'd watch girls that are pretty, girls that are just like different from me, and I appreciate it. I learn from you. I'm inspired. I don't think I've ever gotten jealous of people. I might feel a way where it's like if you tell me, oh well, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, I might feel a way in that, like, well, what am I not doing that I want to be able to share some good news too. I need to work harder. You get me? But it's never a thing where it's like, I'm a hater and I feel like you don't deserve. No. Like, why would I feel like you don't deserve what you worked for? Of course you deserve it. You worked for it. So, when you learn to use your unfair advantage, whether it be you could belly dance, or you're a good twerker, or you got your body done, and now you could be like a model and rappers like you. Maybe you're a good rapper. Maybe you're a good storyteller. Maybe you're an athlete. I mean, I watch Physical 100 right now, and that's a perfect example of like people who excel in certain things because of their unfair advantage. Because some people are fast, some people are strong. If you watch Physical 100 on Netflix, you know what I'm talking about. Like, stay in your lane. Don't focus on what other people are doing. Take it slow. Give yourself time, like, to work on whatever goal it is that you have. And don't hate on people. Don't be going around burning people, putting shit in people's drink because you're a hater. But some people, that's just how they are. Like, I spoke to someone once and they said some people just have bad spirits. So my real advice is be observant and pay attention to who you're around, so you know when like this person should not be around you. A lot of people like to also use people just for them to be there. Don't be doing that, because sometimes those are the same people that will fuck you up. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.